What's up, guys? So we have another down day in the markets. It seems like we've had a down day, up day, down day, up day, but these down days are leading to much bigger declines than the up days. So uh, let's just take a look at everything real quick. So if we go to SPY, we're trying to hold the daily 200 SMA. Okay. We've been selling off and just continuing lower. So this is pretty tough because we had some buying pressure here off of the lows. And, but we have to continue to follow the signs, right? So you can see here, we had a buy signal, which gave us that pop up into new highs. And then we got a buy signal that gave us about $4 move, and then we had a reversal, and we had a sell signal here, and then that gave us this drop, and then we had this sell signal here, which gave us a drop, and then we had sell signals here, which gave us a drop, and then we had sell signal here, which gave us a drop. So um, we kind of have to just keep an eye on what's going on in the short term. And right now we're holding the daily 200. And these sell signals gave us a move right into the daily 200. And then if we look at NQ, similar story here. We had sell signals that brought us right into 20K. So this was a almost 500 point drop from these sell signals here into here. So right now we're just sticking with what's working, right? So uh, we had sell signals that played out nicely right there. We had sell signals that played out nicely right there. And then we had sell signals here that played out nicely. This one was kind of a dud. Um, so what we're going to continue to do is play those sell signals as they continue to work. From there, let's take a look at a few other things to kind of figure where the market may go next. So the VIX is pushing up into territory we have not seen in quite some time since in December, right? Um, it seems that in the past we have kind of topped out in this area right around here. I can probably delete some of these extra levels. And last time we came above here, or well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe this will be the fifth time that we top out from here. Now, what will I kind of be looking for? Well, we have a daily squeeze here and it's fired off to the upside. You can see we're very bullish on the VIX, so that's not good for equities. Um, and then what you can see is we are having this daily squeeze that fired off to the upside. We had a buy signal here on the daily, which has pushed us up and really gave us this move to the upside. And as long as momentum stays true, we have to be cautious to try and play the upside in the markets. So when we're looking here um, and just checking out the momentum, simply the squeeze has been uh, intact for, let's see, since mid-January. So, and this is finally fired off. We're about 1, 2, 3, 4 dots in. So we might get uh 2 to 5 more days of strong bullish price action in the VIX, bearish price action in the S&P. So that's just based on the nature of the squeeze, right? Um, then from there, nothing too much to say. Bitcoin here, you can see we got bought up off the 200 here on high volume. Then we had this move up for that news that Trump came out with, and then we came back down, put in a higher low, but we're still rejecting off the 21 EMA. We got a lot of resistance up here, so I would be cautious trying to play the upside because there's so much resistance up here in supply hanging out up here above 90K. So just be cautious of that. We'll look for the next daily squeeze to find the next move. But if you can see here, what should we do with Bitcoin? Nothing. It's totally neutral. Um, NQ, or let's go to QQQ. So QQQ broke its 200 daily SMA on increased volume, broke the previous low, all bearish things, right? that high volume is kind of telling. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. We've had increased selling on the way down, and now we're kind of taking out this low and the 200, which we bounced hard here. We couldn't even make it there, and then we got kind of close to it there, never broke it. Where's the last time we broke? Right in here, and that resulted in a pretty big sell-off. So then we came up, rejected it, came up, rejected it, and then moved into stage four. And then, so we have to be really cautious because at this point, when you see the S&P or the NASDAQ break the 200, that's a big warning sign because if you look at the price action, look what happens whenever we break. We hold, and then we broke, and then there was the downside. We broke here and it was a fake out. We broke here, downside. So we have to be cautious here because it seems most times, based on historical analysis, we see some downside pressure resulting after. So keep that in mind. And then other thing here, semis are breaking down. You can see we had this large consolidation here and we broke it to the downside once we broke that 235 level. Now we close below 220. I think we have room to 215 and then ultimately room to 210. And then last but not least, we've got 200, which obviously is a major support level. So today we played the short signals in all the different spots here. So if I went in this view here, we had short signals here on SPY. We had short signals here on QQQ. We had short signals. Let's remove that. We had short signals here on IWM, and then we had short signals here on SMH. So really any of these, I posted them in the chat. You could have got short any of these. The only one that has not fired off yet is the IWM. So we'll keep an eye on that. Really what I'm looking for, if we can break 205 with some volume, that should be a pretty decent move to the downside. And as far as looking forward, all of these closes are pretty bearish. Um, I think that the only question mark here is, do we break the 200 on SPY? To do that, I think we're going to have a put call reading down in here like we did. So if you look, we opened up at about 0.61, and that was, let's mark up the crosshair. So 0.61 here, and then that's the day we had a really nasty down day right here. So if we can get another reading below 0.7, I think that where people open up bearish, just like this one here, we opened up above 0.1 and that got buyers stepping in. If we can get an opening near 0.6, that should trigger some downside and ultimately this 200 break. So we got to pay attention to that. All right. So yeah, so that's what we're looking for here. Just keeping an eye on the major themes in the market here. Pay attention to the VIX, pay attention to the put call, pay attention to SPY daily 200. And then if we can stay below the daily 200 and QQQ, that's an opportunity to short. And then the Russell, I think as long as we stay below 20, if we can get below 205, that is a short. And if we bounce from here and we get some reversal signals, then that's where you would look to potentially go long for a mean reversion back to the 21 EMA. But as for now, every QQQ, SMH, all look good for downside if we get some sell signals. Be cautious on shorting SPY and overall, the overall market until we get this break of the 200. Okay, so look for that low put call ratio reading and then look for that signal, and then you should get a nice flush like one of these preceding days that we've had in the past week. And of course, look for those 30-minute signals because those have been paying and paying all throughout this decline here. So I just want to let you guys know too, still offering the 50% off. I've had some questions on it. We are offering 50% off. I'm going to put the link below. The code is BEAR, BEAR, are. And you get to try this indicator out for $23. And you can get in, try it out, see what you think. And you can see the results here obviously have been producing, putting us on the right side of the market. So I hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching. I'll put the link in the description and I'll talk to you guys soon.